I realize at first you might not understand why we are doing this series of videos.
However, if you take the time, watch each one, you'll see why this information is so critical. Um, you and I have learned many things over the past few weeks,
You got that
and
right, a
we
lot.
recommend that you watch these videos. Don't skip them, and we're going to be incorporating your questions in a question and answer format, so please send in your questions. We hope to save a little bit of time doing it that way. Now we have a disclaimer.
Uh-oh.
Dawn and I are not doctors, and any information that you receive here or on any of our comments, our websites, or the other videos is not meant to treat or diagnose anything. You should always consult with a qualified practitioner, preferably one of your own choosing, and you may already know some of these things, but many of you won't. At this time, we'll hand it over to Dawn, and we'll...
Well, this is going to help us understand what is going in our bodies, wouldn't you say?
I would.
I have diabetes and many other things, right?
Yep.
Is it possible that other conditions I have play a role in my gadolinium toxicity?
Now, that's a good question. Did you know that taking antibiotics increases your chances of developing diabetes?
Wow, it's crazy.
According to Dr. Gundry, Dr. Stephen Gundry, on his website, gundrymd.com, in the 1960s, cases of diabetes soared. You remember the ad, milk, it does a body good?
I do, actually.
Well, apparently not so much. Dr. Gundry explains that cows make a protein in their milk called casein A1.
Ugh.
And during digestion, casein A1 turns into a protein type lectin, which is a toxin called beta-casomorphin, if I'm not screwing that name up too badly. It attaches to the pancreas's insulin-producing beta cells and prompts an immune reaction. So your immune system actually attacks the pancreas, and this is one cause of diabetes.
That sounds painful, doesn't it?
It does.
With gadolinium, we are depleted of things such as zinc and magnesium. I wonder what effect that could have. With my Thrive, I feel so much better. I can't even explain how much better I feel.
Well, the Thrive fills in your nutritional gaps, and levels of zinc and magnesium, among others, these are key elements in preventing diabetes. And they've been depleted, of course, in our food supply, in the soil that our food's grown in, and then toxicities like gadolinium. They rob our bodies of these nutrients and others. So we become more depleted, and we need more nutrients to replace those. And
That
there's
makes
more.
sense. Makes sense.
There's more that we found out about from Dr. Gundry. We learned that learned a lot of things that helped you and I to have a better understanding of how nutrition works in our body, and got a better understanding of how Thrive can help us. An interesting thing happened with Dr. Gundry's patients. They eliminated all grains and pseudograins and legumes, the beans. And they noticed that diabetes and heart disease, autoimmune issues, and even cancer started to disappear.
Wow. Well, I have gadolinium toxicity, but I also have cesium and thallium. I wonder, when I went to California, they did a series of tests, and we found out that I had bacterial and viral infections. I had yeast overgrowth and parasites, Lyme's, which was fairly new to me. It had been mentioned, as you remember, when I was younger. I even lived in a house with black mold for 9 months. And I'm going to tell you, I couldn't even breathe. It was so bad.
Now, that's quite a lot. Um,
It sure is. And I felt like I was going to die every day.
yeah, I was there in that house. It was not a great health time for me either.
I have a lot of friends in my circles who have similar symptoms and conditions like I have. I wonder if it's possible if through all the years after I got gadolinium, if all the other things I got, such as limes and yeast overgrowth, a mix of all these things, does it just break down your body so much that you can't recover on it? It can't recover on its own?
That's another good question. Pathogens like yeast and virus and bacteria, these are organisms. They attack our body. They're living things. They produce waste products just like we do.
They're pathogens, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our bodies are designed to handle a certain amount of waste, our own waste and the waste of the microbes that live in us. We excrete those wastes through our filters. The kidneys and the liver are our primary filters. But if you overload them, then they get clogged. They can't do their jobs. All that excess waste from all the other pathogens, it could certainly cause a lot of problems in a body already overloaded with toxins and pathogens. I know a lot of your friends have similar symptoms as you do. And in reading medical journals, books on diseases, it's soon evident that many of these diseases have their own list of symptoms. And a lot of the symptoms are very similar, some are the same. It took us a long time to narrow down what was really causing your symptoms. The doctors would say this, the books say that, the internet says something else, and so much is conflicting. And I've written a kind of formula that reflects the relationship to all the things and our diseases. See it there? This means that the combination of X, of your body chemistry, times the toxins and pathogens, your toxic load that you carry, is equal to the symptoms of your disease. This is dis-ease, not disease, because it dis-eases our bodies.
That's a good way of putting it. I like that. Well, I don't like that, but you know what I mean.
Once you understand that our unique body chemistry affects the toxins and pathogens in us just as much as they affect us, then you start to cut away some of the confusion and get to the root causes of what's really going on. And in your case, we found quite a few and discovered a sort of domino effect. And it started with a car wreck many years ago, and not too long ago it almost ended in a wheelchair.
That's right. I almost died actually, and recently, folks, I've learned why.
Yeah, you've seen Dawn's recent recovery, and considering where she was, it's really quite remarkable. So we're going to post this video because so many of you have been asking what has made the difference, and there's actually a couple of key elements, and on our next video we'll explain what steps Dawn has taken to relieve so many of her symptoms, and the answers may shock you. We hope you come back.
I think they will be shocking to some, and it's such, like I said, valuable information for you guys. And so that's why we've taken the time to do this video, and we're doing others, is because we want not just to send it in a cold text or a cold post, but to let you know how I am doing much better. I'm not cured, folks. I'm not. But there's a big difference between lying in bed every day, wishing you could die, feeling like you're going to die and seeing no light at the end of the tunnel. And my heart goes out to you. I love you guys, and I want you to know that my husband David and I are working really hard to help in any way we can with education, spreading awareness, and putting our focus on you guys so that you can understand and we can all learn together. And hey, you know, if there's something you can teach us, if there's something that you know, let us know. You know, let us know. We'll research it, and we're real happy that you took the time to watch our video tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, we're not experts. Doctors,
Students.
we're students. We're students always. And doctors are always practicing medicine.
That's right.
It seems we
Unfortunately, they practice on us, and we
that's
pay
not
the
always,
price.
Not always a good thing, is
Yeah.
it? Sometimes it is a good thing, but you know, we are the Medical and Environmental Toxicity Awareness Foundation, and we are here to help you. Please visit our website, visit Dawn's Facebook page, like her page, like the video, and we hope that you enjoy this and come back for more. Thank
Please
you.
do. Thank you.